let's have a little bit of fun. Now this isn't so much of a trick for me to show off. It's more like a kind of a test to see if you can do something yourself.
Okay.
And you know, normally like with a card trick, I'd hand the cards to you, you shuffle, you pull one out, whatever. It doesn't matter for this. We're not going to even use most of these cards. Oops, sorry, one got turned over, happens sometimes. We're just going to use a few, so it doesn't even really matter if they're in any particular order. In fact, tell you what, I'm just going to run through them like this, and whenever you feel like it's a good place, you can just say, stop right there.
Stop right there.
All right, and you're left-handed, or no, right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
You're right-handed, so I'm gonna, since you don't want to go through the rest of these cards, I'm going to set them here in your left hand. Can you make a little basket like this?
Can I put them in a pocket?
No, we need these out.
Okay.
But this is not the hand. Wrap your fingers all the way around them so they don't fall.
Okay.
There you go. I might be adding some more to these. Okay, so you're gonna have 4 cards to choose from. You can go ahead and decide which one you want now, but it's not important so much that you know which card it is as it is that you know exactly what it looks like. So I'm going to give you 1 second to look at each card, and when you get to the card that you wanted, memorize every detail of that card, all right?
I'm only picking out one card.
Pick one card, no talking, verbalization gets in the way of visualization, so etch every visual detail in your mind. So here's your first choice. 1 second. There's your second choice. All right. Here's your third choice. Here is the last choice. Did you get one of those? All right. So now I want you to close your eyes for just a second. Lock that visual in, and now you can open them again. It's only going to be those 4 cards, so you can take the rest of these away. All right. So now you're thinking, why only 4 cards maybe? You had all that deck to choose from, but we're limiting it down to 4 because I want you to communicate to me visually, by gesture, by visual details, which card it is. And for instance, if we were to look at every card in that deck, it might be lots of similar cards. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let me help you. This is the visualization. All right, so I want you to picture a giant card floating in the air right here. So right now, what you're seeing, it should look a lot like this with your, angels riding bicycles, the little wheel in the background, the angels presenting in the corner. That's this side, but a lot bigger. And on the other side, instead of a face, I want you to picture it's just completely blank. It's white, empty, a tabula rasa, a blank canvas for you to paint that image that you've got locked inside your mind. And I've actually got something else here to help you with that. This will be your paintbrush. Put that in your right hand. We're not going to uncap it. This is just for you to draw out that image that you've got in your head. So just draw it on that canvas and try to communicate to me through that which card it is you're thinking of. Lots of details. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Is all you can remember of it? It's kind of coming across. If I'm not mistaken, you're thinking of 7 of clubs. Well done. You can talk. It's okay now. You've gotten it across. So let's try one more thing. You've gotten your image in your head across in reality. So let's see if you can manifest something even more difficult using just your mind. So you've got this giant 7 of clubs you've just painted floating in front of you. Imagine that shrinking down to normal card size, like this again. And then imagine it floating towards you and landing right on top of that pile in your hand. Can you see it? Does it seem real? Well, if it's real, then your 7 of clubs wouldn't be here in my hand anymore. it should be right there on top of that deck.
And there it is.
Show it. And that concludes my dazzling display of black magic for this evening.
And how did you do that?